So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Raheem Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 14. A shotgun snap, Fields. Sharks got it, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hold to avoid the contact. From the gun, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Fields. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Here's Fields. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a play fake. Lance. Open man is Denzel Mims. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Off the option, here's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Trey Lance. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, Fields. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fields now to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Fields. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. Again, he finds an opening. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Throwing now is Lance. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. Steps away. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Working with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Waddle, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting. And
got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll run with Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Taylor. 117 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option to give to Taylor here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Lance steps away to his left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now it's Fields. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On play action, Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff running left is Mostert. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, Waller, what a catch. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Fields. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TV. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish. Here's
Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Throwing after the interception, Lance. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lance now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Lance looking to throw it. They'll roll him, and he's going to go down again. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Lance now to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll get this off to Taylor. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here's Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Back to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
around with Harris out of the shotgun. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They snap it to Fields. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Taylor. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, you lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It can definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Cincinnati, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
line.